Today on Eye in the Desert, I'm very pleased to welcome Chris Barnes, who's the lead singer for what they call the band Australian Pink Floyd, because they are the #1 Pink Floyd tribute band in the world, and they're coming to Fantasy Springs coming up on August the 19th. Chris, thanks for being here.
Not a problem. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. One of the things I want to talk
Good.
to you about is how did you guys put this band together? Tell me a little bit about the origins of this band and what you decided to do to go out on tour doing this great music.
Okay, so the band began back in Adelaide in South Australia back in 1988. I didn't join the band until 2015, so I was well aware of the band. I'd been to see them back in 1999. My wife and I went on our first ever date to watch the Aussie Floyd, of all things. So I'd watched the band for years and years and got to know the guys through teaching the drummer's daughter music. And we got chatting one night, and he just said to me, if ever there's an opportunity, would you be interested? So here I am all these years later talking to you. But the band have been, say 35 years they've been going now. They're kind of seen as like the Rolls-Royce standard of tribute bands, you know. And I've looked up to them for years. And they built up that reputation, played at David Gilmour's birthday party back in '96. And yeah, it's just an honor to be on stage with these guys. It really is.
Well, that's really a unique experience because this is a band that you followed for years. You listened to them growing up, and now you're the lead singer. You got to pinch yourself and say, how did this happen? This is kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely. It certainly, I mean, of all the things I did before this, which were sort of, some of them were a little rough and ready, should we say, you do look back on those days and think, this is the reward for all those years of playing horrible gigs.
Well, Lord knows as a musician, you end up with some pretty tough gigs, but this one sounds like a good
Yeah.
gig. Although I think you guys work pretty hard. You travel all over the world doing this performance of Pink Floyd music.
Yeah, it takes up kind of 6 or 7 months of the year, broken up into sections. You know, you'll play several months in Europe, and then we come over to the States in the sort of summer, late summer, and then we'll do the UK at the back end of the year. But it's broken into sections. But yeah, it's pretty heavy going at times. You know, your kids do wonder who you are when you come home.
No doubt. Well, you're coming to Fantasy Springs on August the 19th. It's going to be a great show. Obviously, the music of Pink Floyd, but tell people a little bit about the show and the way you guys structure your performance. What can people expect when they come to see you?
Okay. Well, this year is the Dark Side 50 tour, obviously celebrating 50 years of Dark Side of the Moon. So we'll be playing that album front to back, as you guys say. And then also all other aspects of Pink Floyd will be covered, from the psychedelic era of Syd Barrett right through the 70s, all those great conceptual albums like Wish You Were Here and Animals and The Wall, right through to the David Gilmour era, things off Momentary Lapse of Reason and Division Bell. So there really is something for everybody. And the show contains, you know, inflatables, lasers, a really good light show. There's the circle screen with all the films being shown on it. So it's certainly an assault on the senses, should we say.
Well, it's a must-see for any Pink Floyd fan. Chris, I want to thank you very much. Again, August the 19th, go to fantasyspringsresort.com and get your tickets. It is going to be a fantastic show. If you love Pink Floyd, you're going to love Chris Barnes and his crew. It is going to be a terrific show. Chris, thanks for joining me.
Not a problem. Thank you.